Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpacktrader training room for Tuesday, November 1st, 2022. Just 2 months to go in another year. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not to be considered individual financial advice. This type of trading should only be undertaken with funds that you can afford to lose, i.e. risk capital. All right. We have a potential. No, that's no longer a potential get in sync. It's gone too far on the YM. So we'll be looking for a new trade on the YM, and the soybeans is flat, so we'll look for a new setup there as well. Crude, definitely. Good morning, Miles. Please do say hello if you're in the room this morning. It's nice to know who I'm talking to. The short, too fast to get involved with, so we pick up the dark blue long off the 20 SMA if you're using the diamond level package, spotlight package, or if you're drawing that trade in. Lots of time to get in that. Coming back up, giving you 3 different bars with the entries on it. It's target 1 for 15 ticks, target 2 for 24. So 39 ticks on that trade. Getting you out and done. One and done session this morning. If you didn't get that trade, things get a little more dicey. All right, market is open. 986 for a long entry. I most likely avoided get in sync at this point. Soybeans looks like probably not in that trade. Just 5 seconds up to here. The long trade on the Russell too fast. The short started to trail because it's a big trade and taken out for a small loss. And now we have another short definitely in that trade. And the YM short just barely stopped out, or the YM long rather. So if that was hopefully you avoided that one. Didn't ever come back to the entry, and given it spiked through just a couple of ticks, entry was 86. Spiked through to 87. Yeah, I would have pushed that to 88 for an entry anyway. So that would have been where I would have put the entry if I didn't get in initially. All right, soybeans trailing we're not in that trade, unfortunately. By the time it set up, we were already past it. 2 seconds back to touch it. Came back and then forward in a total of 5 seconds from the setup. So unlikely we're in that trade. If you are, it definitely is successful. Wow. And the pound Aussie this morning, meandering about, picked up this long trade at 844. Just meandered and drifted up, and now all of a sudden has decided it's going to move. Has gone through 3 targets, and the stop is currently at 79.12. So that's going to be a one and done session this morning for the pound Aussie. YM is flat. All right, the second short was a win on the Russell with almost a target 2 trailer, winning on targets 3 and 4. And we have another short, 66.4, and a new short on the YM, 969. I think we're probably, we're probably in that one. I wasn't watching closely. And a full stop out. So that's our first trade, unfortunately. 32 tick loss, 64 on 2 positions, and we'll look for another trade. Pound Aussie now at 79.14 for the stop. Still looking for target 4. All right, taking a look back, and looks like we've hit money management, and we're trailing, and we get a partial win on the short on the Russell. Didn't make it to target 3. But we stop out at 65.7, and a long trade sets up. And that will be, and hits the stop. Has not hit the entry yet. So the trade is actually still valid. There's a short trade. 62.9, and hits the entry. I would have pushed that to 62.8, but we're in that trade. And we picked up another short on the YM, 84. Ooh. 20 SMA is also at 84. I would push that down to 82. And that still got in it. $79.19 for the pound Aussie stop now. Consolidating a bit on the move up, but trailer moving up. All right, so We were one and done. If you use the 20 SMA trade, if not, you get an entry at 89.09 on the short to a stop and reverse at 89.28. So 19 ticks there, 38 tick loss. And picking up target 1 for 12 ticks. And stopping out at 32 for 4 more, 16 ticks. So down 22. Getting into a short. It's quick money management. Time to get into that though. Target 1, 17. So we need 6 ticks to get POQ. And YM gets a target 1 of 25. And stopping out at 78 from the entry at 82. So that's 420. Oh, that's right. 21. No, 23. Yeah, 23. And 4 is 27 of our 64. So 37, still down 37, so need another trade there. And we get 21 from 24. We get 3. We're still down. That's our 3 trades, and we're down 2 ticks. So essentially a break-even session if you didn't use the earlier trade. All right, soybeans in a short now. And by the way, we have transitioned to the January contract on soybeans. Entry at 39.25. Pound Aussie up to 79.24. And a potential stop and reverse on soybeans at 42.50. Okay, looks like the Russell gave us a break even and probably a win, but it touched. It looks like it touched the stop, but probably touched the stop before hitting the entry. So that looks like a win and a partial trailer. Same thing on the short. That looks like a trade that we would be in. And we did stop and reverse to long on soybeans. Setting new session highs. Needing another trade on the YM. Still down 37 there. Pound Aussie testing the 25 level. Let's see if our stop holds. Still at 24. Welcome those who joined us a few minutes late. All right, unleaded gas. Possibly got in the long there. I wasn't watching it, so you'd have to, if you were trading it and got in, that's a beautiful trade right off the bat. The yellow trade goes through all four targets and trails up to 6017 from the entry at 5806. So that is 111 ticks on the trailer if you were able to execute. If not, you pick up the short. If you did, that's one and done. If you not, you pick up the short. You get a stop and reverse here if you're using the SMA trade. That entry is at 58, so that pushes the stop and reverse to 62. And we get as high as 61. So surviving in the short, we pick up money management, but not quite target one. So everybody ends up stopping out for a partial here at 996 from 6017. I'm sorry, the stop out was 6029 from 5806, so 123 ticks. So from 6017 to 996, 21 ticks on the trailer, 42. Then we pick up the long trade, and you did have time to get in that. That was 22nd bar. It's target one and target two. Everybody's POQ. Target one was 35. Target two was 56. And another strong trailer, trailing all the way up to 6119 from the entry at 5996. To 6119 is 124 ticks. So you end up getting that 120 something tick trailer after all. It just took a few more trades to get there. Actually took two more trades to get there. Or one additional trade. You picked up a 42 tick partial in between. So everybody POQ on unleaded. And good morning, Pamela. Good morning, Trader Man. All right. Soybeans still working to try to hit money management on the long. YM still hasn't picked up any new trades. Let's go check in on the micro NQ. 4 minutes after the market opened, we'll wait 4 minutes just because of the speed that usually moves at. Lots of time to get an order in on this long. And the trade is still valid. And unfortunately, that ends up being a full loss. Break-even trade on the short. So a full loss and a break-even. And that's where we are. And the YM in a new short, taking some heat. We'll see if it bounces off of the 20 SMA. This is another 20 SMA trade. And now we have a long that would be a stop and reverse. That's at 88, so it's going to be 91. Two-tick stop and reverse adjust plus a tick for the key level at 90. So we have 859, 891 is 32 ticks. We dropped another 64, so we're down now 99 ticks. Full stop out on the Russell. Actually, we got the long trade that actually hit our target 3 right on the nose. I would say very likely we got in on that second bar. I didn't watch the speed of that long, so we'll take that as a loss. And that's going to be our 6th trade. I would imagine that's our 6 trades on the Russell without counting. Russell seems to be kind of sideways. The YM and the MNQ are both down, although the YM seems to be going sideways now as well. We did stop out at 79.24 on the pound Aussie, and that ends the session there. That's a second loss on the Russell. The long getting it done, though. Only 4 seconds to target 1, so that one is too fast. All right. Long trade on the MNQ. And stopping out. On our long trade on the YM. Just over 5 minutes to our 10 a.m. session. On crude, we'll have to see where that starts. Okay, that long trade on the MNQ off the table. It did touch the entry. I'm certainly avoidable, I would expect. All right, soybeans got target 1. $39.25 to 42. So 2, 8, 11 ticks, down 44. No, actually 13. So down 52. We pick up 11 to target 1. And we pick up 43.25. So 3 more on the additional 3 positions. That's 9. So we picked up 20, down 32. Oh, and then back and forth. Entry at 42.75 to go short. Stop and reverse at 46.50, which we did trigger. So a full loss of 15. That's 60. Ooh. So we're down 90-something ticks there, and the long is in trouble as well. So the YM and soybeans are not being nice to us this morning. All right, getting close to crude session open. All right. Crude has a possible long, possible short. The long is get in sync. The short is possible. Long at 88.66, short 88.44. With a minute plus to go. Minute 15. So you got a breakout either way situation. I think I would push the long entry to 68, given that you got the 50 and the 200 there. Another 30 seconds. All right. All right. We did trigger into the short on crude. At 37, that was a new short. Now we've stopped and reversed back to long at 48. And now we have a stop and reverse back to short at 29. So still in long at the moment. Ooh, YM's gotten really nasty. Gave us a second full stop out, and a target one and a break even. Stop and reverse to short, stop and reverse to long. And no, not going to stop out yet. All right, and we did stop and reverse to, well, no, not yet. Still, there's the stop and reverse to short on crude. All right. Money management on crude. This is trade number 3. And we did get a target 1. So let's see, 29 to 7, yeah, to 15. We got 14 ticks. Stop is at 28. And everything else is a mess too. All right, stop now to 27 and target 2. So we pick up 14 and 24 for 38 ticks. We lost 37 to 48, 22, and 48 to 29, 19, 38. So we lost 60 and picked up 38. So down 22 on that session. So not a good day for crude. Break-even session at 9, down 22 at 10. Not an auspicious start for November. And the YM Pound Aussie did a nice job. And Unleaded did a nice job. But the Russell did well. YM and soybeans having some trouble. Looks like short trade here has been successful. And stopping out for small. Cut the loss a little bit there maybe, but down big on soybeans this morning. And it looks like we've got action on the micro NQ. Just getting the big trade here, just getting the money management. So stop is at break even. Big trade because of the wick. Well, this looks like it's going to be a winning trade. Yep, target 2 achieved. And that's going to be a nice target too. Yeah, 50.25 points on target 2 there. And we should start trailing here momentarily. Target 3 on the MNQ. So we have 50 1/4, 71, and then we're looking for 91 3/4 if we get to target 4. That's right down there. 91.75 looks like. I'm sorry, excuse me. We just hit, we hit target 2. We haven't hit target 3 yet. And we did start trailing and stopped out at 418.75. So just a bit above target 2, but a solid win there on a large trade. And the YM is just being a mess. Questions or comments this morning? Small crowd now after the 10 a.m. crude session. Very mixed session this morning. Looks like we're in another short on soybeans. A lot of movement this morning, but not all of it good. YM just wouldn't extend to get us some targets. Well, the MNQ, while it hasn't been giving us a lot of trades, that last one was a nice one. Let's go back and look and see what. Okay. Long, I'm assuming, was avoidable. The short, looking at this wick, in that trade for a break even. The long, 1 second, 7 seconds down to here. So I would say that one's avoidable. The short, 3, still 3 seconds, 6 seconds, still 6 seconds, still 6 seconds, 7 seconds to money management. That one's not likely tradable. That one should be avoidable. Possibly not avoidable there. We'll say that's loss number 2. Actually, no, that one is definitely not avoidable. That's loss 2. Unless it touched the entry first before going to the stop. And that's going to be that'll be loss 3. So we never did get to the short. Ow, ouch. All right, that looks like we're done. Not normally. It normally isn't necessarily as fast as it was this morning on this chart. It's actually been fairly tradable in first thing in the morning. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's not, but you just have to work with it until it gets to a point it's tradable. And if it's just too fast for too long, you just step aside and let it go for that day. But don't Don't get it so fixed on getting a trade in that you start chasing trades. Stay disciplined to your trade plan. Trading quickly through trade can be to your advantage. It looks like, so there have been several that hit entries and then bounced up to the stops, but probably just hit the entries and bounced away very quickly before you could have put an order in. So it looks to me like we're pretty well done on everything, except soybeans, maybe. Good morning, William. How was your morning on the Russell today? Well, that's good. The M2K actually looked decently profitable this morning, giving several. Wasn't huge, but gave several scalp targets off the catapult trade plan. MNQ was kind of difficult this morning. It looks like it got several. Started off with a loss and a break even. The second break even, I would say this long was avoidable, most likely. Third break even, avoidable long, and avoidable short. Actually, no, that was not an avoidable short. That was a loss. And probably, well, let's see, 38, 4, still 4 seconds. And that one might have pulled back fast enough it would have been avoidable. And you pick up this beautiful big long. It's target 2 and a not quite target 2 trailer, but that was a big trade, 50-point target 2. Looks like it probably moved too fast to have executed in that case. Note there's your entry your setup at 10:01:38. So 4 seconds to the first bar. Second bar was also at 4 seconds. It went up slightly and then pulled back down quickly. So you would have had to get your order in probably in 5 or 6 seconds to be in that trade. So that's why I would say it's probably avoidable. Is you really wouldn't have had your order in as fast as it moved and then went to stop. 6 trades, up to 3 losses or 6 trades. So that was one loss, 2 losses, 2 or 3 break evens, and that ended up being the last trade, and getting us a nice win for almost 100 points. No, don't count break evens as a loss. That's just another trade. Because a break even should be plus one tick, which ought to pretty closely cover any most commissions and slippage. Yes, that was correct. Now we get people coming in. Huh? Okay. I was about ready to wind it down when we got people coming in. No, actually, the wins on this one is actually a win up to I think 4 or 5 wins because this is a scalping uh, plan. I'd have to go back and look at it, and I don't think I can get to it right now. But basically, yeah, the 3 losses or the 6 trades are pretty much your maximum, pretty much your session. I believe I want to say POQ is either 4 or 5 wins. Yes, New York, U.S. has not hit the time change yet. That actually comes up this coming weekend. We change Sunday morning. We fall back an hour. I think in Europe you're already back an hour. You're already back on standard time in Europe, I believe. Okay. Yeah, we're here for a week. We're an hour closer to your time. But yeah, we our time changes Sunday morning at 2 a.m. We'll fall back to 1 a.m. Say I would rather be lucky than good any day, right? It's nice to be good, but it's hard to beat luck, or at least good luck. And to some extent, when things are moving fast, those trades that just push barely through and pull back quickly, those are luck to some extent that keeps us out of them. I just can't get the order in fast enough. Well, folks, the charts have run their course. And unless we have more questions, It's about time to call it a morning. Just what's going on in the economic news cycle most days. Oh, thank you very much, Trader Man. The market does what the market does. We don't try to figure out why. We just try to work with what it does. Work with the price action it gives us. Looks like even if that wasn't 6, that would have been a third loss there. So MNQ would be done. And the YM's still a mess, and soybeans is still not helping us much. Looks like it did get another successful short in, picking up a couple of targets. Small trailer. And flat now, so still a big down day. And mixed results today. So looks like I will see everybody tomorrow morning. Regular schedule this week. Crude oil inventory report at 10:30 tomorrow. So regular 9:30 session to start off with. I'll shut it down about 10:15 and bring up a new session for the 10:30 crude oil inventory report. And of course, I will be back on Thursday morning. So we will see everybody tomorrow. Have a good one, William. And everybody else, have a good rest of your day.